relates to the Protection of Sovereignty Bill 2026. You are aware that a lot of sections of society have shared their views on this controversial bill. As a lawyer and as a leader and a citizen, I am aware as well as my colleagues here that the purpose of legislation is to solve serious or underlying particular society problems. In as far as this bill is concerned, the DF believes that the bill in its entirety is null and void, and there's no amount of cleansing that can change its evil intentions. And therefore, the DF has ordered these 5 members of parliament to reject this bill in its entirety, and we do not want to associate with these intentions. If you follow Parliament, you are aware that about a year and a half ago, Parliament, in a single day, amended over 11 existing laws, acts of Parliament, including but not limited to the Anti-Money Laundering Act. We also amended the Anti-Terrorism Act to particularly take care of matters relating to illicit financial flows into the country, because we advised that if we don't do those amendments in haste, our financial systems will be closed from international transactions. And we did that about 1.5 years ago. Now, for anybody to return again to do the same job, but particularly we are aware that the government is interested just in about 2 or 3 clauses from this bill. And therefore, they are hiding behind this to achieve the whole idea of extending the sell-by date of the NRM government. If the NRM wants to extend the sell-by date, you do not do by legislation. You do that by evolving pragmatic people-based people programs, not by legislation. So we are inviting Parliament, to which I am a part, to rise to the occasion and say, please, we have better things to do. And as the DF, on some of the issues herein, we are vindicated. For instance, the targeting of diaspora citizens is a matter the DF had wanted to overcome by involving diaspora citizens into civic activities of the country. If they were voters, there's no way to come up with legislation targeting them. So we'd like to invite the diaspora to always be alert, desist from excitement, and clearly understand what matters in this country. Now that this law is partly targeting diaspora, they must understand that part of the insurance they need is to be directly involved in the nation's civic activities, including voting. So the DF is ahead of time. We shall continue to pursue what we had advised the nation to do, and I think people never paid attention. So now that the chickens have come home, we invite again the citizenry to pay attention when leaders make mention of particular pertinent issues that might affect them today and in the years ahead. So we are informing the country that the DF believes that in a nation that we are, that is a melting pot of ideologies, cultural, religious, we don't have to do anti-people legislation. And the NRM must understand the whole idea of legislating across partisan lines. So if you do not understand what it means to do legislation that is bipartisan, This is a bipartisan bill. This is a partisan bill. It cannot pass the test of a bipartisan bill. That's why many citizens and agencies, private, public, civil society are rejecting it. Because when people hold it, they don't notice themselves in that bill. It's entirely a single party bill. We want to invite the NRA, and after 40 years in power, you must be thinking of tabling bipartisan legislations, not legislations that disenfranchise and make the NRA the superior entity and other actors in public space to look as though they're alien. So the bill fails the critical test of a pro-people bill, and therefore the DF rejects its entirety.